language, but my instinct was to rock out like a hairband. I love this venue, guys. I really do. Let's give it up for Hudson. This guy loves himself. He's a carnivorous narcissist. Sounds like my ex-boyfriend. That's the only kind of Mrs. Maisel joke I got for you tonight. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all know this. Take a good look at this. I've got a bralette on. This is what $15,000 worth of plastic surgery will get you. The before picture. I know that joke, yeah, because we don't like self-deprecation, do we? And neither do these folks in Poland, right? Because I did that joke for these Polish guys, and this one Polish guy goes, slay, slay, slay. So when I need extra money, I know where I'm sending my nude photos to, Poland. But y'all, I did lose 100 pounds. Yeah, that always gets a clap. That always gets a clap in America. And I had all this hanging skin. So the plastic surgeon was like, honey, we're just gonna make you back into a real girl. We're gonna lift you up. We're gonna window shade you up and get rid of all that. And I was like, okay, but I gotta stay on brand. Don't make me look like Barbie. Don't make me look like a Kardashian. Have you ever who's ever read The Magic School Bus? Yeah, one person, 1.5 people, 3 people. I just said, make me look like Mrs. Frizzle.
Yeah.
Success. Or the lady in the exercise videos, the lady in those exercise videos who's doing the modified version. That's what I got.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, was right. I know, wow. Like grenades of blood and, 100 pounds later, here I am, a real person, I guess. But, guys, I'm going to tell y'all, the term government cheese, I have my own definition of why it's called government cheese, okay? I used to work for the U.S. government. I worked for the Census Bureau. 2010 represent. And they put me in like these bougie areas of Jersey City and Hoboken. And I kept trying to censify this one like 3-building unit, right? And they kept getting sick of me. So I go there one day and I ring the bell, and all of a sudden they throw something at my head. Ow, that actually really hurt, Brooke. They throw something at my head, and I pick it up. It's a Baby Bell cheese, wrapped up like brand new in a wrapper. So I said, haha, joke's on you. I am from South Louisiana. Usually I have to throw like my shirt up to get beads hawked at me, beads from China. I got some fromage. This is fancy. So I ate it in front of them, and then I got that little red wax and I made a heart out of it. And I said, joke's on you, you bougie basic bitches. Because, next time can you throw down some Pat LaFrida beef? Can you throw down some free-range chicken? Hell, throw down a charcuterie board, okay? Oh boy, my dad, that's a segue, but that's not a segue, because my dad, he is from Arkansas, he lives in Louisiana, he's a retired lawyer and part-time city court judge. So basically he's like every John Grisham book, like rolled into one. He's also an avid horoscope reader and a born-again Christian. And we know those two things kind of go together, I know, just about as good as like Cheetos and freshly brushed teeth. But y'all, nothing makes me feel better than to get the morning phone call from my dad. Brooke, this is your dad calling with your daily horoscope. Dear Leo, and as Jesus said to the Canaanites at Galilee, fear not, thy Mercury is just in retrograde. The word of the Lord, Dad. My boyfriend is old enough to be my dad. Yes, that's a segue. And you know what? People are like, well, how did that happen? What was his pickup line? I said, well, he had me at Werther's Original. I'm a sucker for that butterscotch candy, And when my mom first met my boyfriend, my mom lives with me. My mom gave my boyfriend a really hard time. She would like pour iced tea on his head and stuff. And I was like, Mama, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to protect you, baby. Like all this crazy Cajun, juju shit. And, I said, he's not the Wicked Witch of the West. You cannot melt him. But luckily, during the pandemic, they became friends. And now my mom and my boyfriend are like my little friend group, and we go out and do stuff together. So like on Monday morning, people are going to be like, hey, Brooke, what did you do this weekend? I'm like, I was rolling with the seniors. And hear me out, it was a great time. We played canasta and bingo. We ate lime sherbet, and we were in bed by 7 o'clock watching Matlock. Hey, she loves that one. She loves that one. Yo, we got some pet owners in the audience? Yeah. Hey, proud pet owners. I'm not a fancy kind of girl. I don't need like male strippers to entertain me, but I could laugh all day at a dog humping someone's leg. Okay? So whenever my geriatric boyfriend finally decides to stop wearing black socks with white shoes and propose to me, my girls and my gays can like just have a bachelorette party. Don't get like a hot-looking guy like this guy right here. Don't get Chris. Don't get Jared. Don't get Thad, half-naked fireman-looking kind of guys. Just bring out the Dalmatian. Bring out Fido. Here's my leg. Days and days of fun. Hey. I don't know if the next joke is going to land because it's also about dogs, but we're going to go for it. I'm a pet sitter and a pet owner. So whenever I come back from pet sitting, I really feel like I've been cheating on my dog. One of my dogs, Archer, he makes me feel very guilty. So I'll come home from pet sitting Milo, the French bulldog, and Archer, he'll come up to me. Archer's this big old fuzzy Pomeranian. He'll come up to me and he'll be like, love, you got little short hairs on your shirt. Because of course my dog is British, right? And I'll be like, no short hairs on my shirt. I wasn't doing anything crazy. He's like, all right, love. Then let me have a sniff of you. Let me have a sniff. So he starts sniffing me. He's like, you smell like Milo. You smell like a Frenchman. I'm like, no. And then he's like, if you got nothing to hide, let me see your phone, love. So he starts going through my phone like this. He swipes like this because he doesn't have opposing thumbs. And then he's like, found it. Dick pics. Why do you have dick pics of Milo the French Bulldog on your phone? Why do I have dick pics of Milo the French Bulldog on my phone? I don't know. This is life after 40 when you have a geriatric boyfriend and no children. That is life, guys. You know what? I have a few side hustles. I gotta tell you, I'm an actor and I gotta have a few side hustles. And one of my side hustles is selling secondhand things on the internet. And so I had this 25-year-old pair of cowgirl boots. And I listed them for sale, and this one lady kept haggling with me. I'm telling y'all, we were going back and forth for 2-3 weeks. Literally, I wasn't gonna cave and neither was she. And finally I just caved in, I got sick of it. So I had my mama print me out a label to ship it to her because my mom was my assistant. And mama was like, baby, I was printing up this label and I realized the lady lives in Oklahoma. And her husband is a known sex offender. They live in Oklahoma and the husband's a known sex offender. I mean, those two things kind of go together like, peas and carrots. I'm like, okay, mama. So then I feel bad that I just haggled with the lady for 2 weeks because she lives with a known sex offender. Her husband is a known sex offender. I'm like, no. I feel sorry for the man for living with such a haggler. I mean, what does she haggle him for? Sex? Doubt it, but that's not very feminist of me. But then I get it. The man made her buy the cowgirl boots. The sex offender made her buy the cowgirl boots. Because cowgirl is a regular sexual fantasy. I think our buddy Joe, who was up here, he might agree. Cowgirl's a regular sexual fantasy, But if you are breaking it with the cowgirl, ooh, sexy. But you know what? It's secondhand cowgirl is sexual offender level sexual fantasy. And you know what? These boots are made for sex offending. Sing it with me. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna sex offend all over you. Yeah! I think that is my time. Thank you all so much. You're lovely audience.